Hello everyone, and in today's video I'm going to be ranting about the good, the bad and the ugly of Hypixel Skyblock. Before I get into it, I'd like to ask you to subscribe and like. It would really help me out a lot, and it only takes a few seconds of your time. So if you could scroll down and press that red button, that would mean a lot. But anyway, let's just get right into it. So first off, I'm going to be starting with the good of Hypixel Skyblock. Now these are the things that we all like doing. So the first thing is going to be dungeons. Before Skyblock, before dungeons came out, Skyblock was just the same thing over. Zealot farming, selling the summoning ice on the AH, and maybe even doing dragons every once in a while. But now we actually have other things to grind. I know it's amazing. And it's just added so many new armor sets like Storm, Necron, Shadow Assassin. There's so many viable options for an armor set, it's ridiculous. The second thing I'm going to be getting into is farming. Now I think this skill deserved its own category because it's just had so many updates and it's just such a good skill. So when Skyblock was first released in June 2019, I believe, you used to not able to farm sugarcane properly. It would just go out of your inventory. There was no replenish. So basically, you could only farm pumpkins, and you had to even craft them once your inventory got full, which was just a nightmare. But after that, the replenish update got added. And a bit before that, the personal compactor as well. So now you didn't even have to stop to craft items. And because of the replenish book, there was so many new crops that were actually farmable, like carrots, potatoes, cocoa beans, even wheat. It was so different. And even the most recent farming update, which added different tools, different hoes, and it's just overall such a good skill now. Now I'll be getting into the other good skills, like combat and mining. Now, mining only recently got good because of the Dwarven Mines update. I don't know how, but Skyblock admins managed to make mining good again, and I gotta say, we're all happy that they made the Dwarven Mines update. I mean, if they keep going at this rate of updating skills, then all the skills will be fun to grind. And the last thing that we're going to be getting into for the good is Slayers. Now, back in maybe October 2019 when this was added, there was finally something to do in Skyblock. And they were actually really challenging. Nowadays they're not so challenging, but if you want to try your luck and maybe even get a rare drop as well, then why not do some Slayer? It's something new and it's fun. Now, however, we're going to be getting into the bad things of Hypixel Skyblock. So these are the things that no one likes doing. So I'll just start off with the bad skills like foraging, fishing, maybe, and alchemy. Now, I know fishing is probably a controversial one because I know a lot of people who like fishing, except since I'm only like fishing 21, then I don't really like fishing. I know it's good once you're able to yeti fish or whatever, but I just can't be bothered getting to that stage in the game. But foraging, however, we all hate. It's just the worst skill, and it really needs an update like enchanting and mining. Now, the second and final bad thing that we're going to be getting into, there's just too many rich players. I mean, you can just run around in a normal hub or a dungeons hub and just count 4, 5, 6 people in full storm and have a Hyperion. So I know Skyblock has been around for nearly 2 years, which is a long time, but I mean, they just need to add something that is hard to grind. Like, there's just too many people at endgame. And another example of that, it took 11 months for Linman to reach 50 skill average, or the first person to reach there. But now, over 400 players have 50 skill average, which is just ridiculous. Now we're going to be getting into the dark side of Hypixel Skyblock, the ugly part, where you don't really expect such a tame game to really get into. But the first thing is the admin's bias to YouTubers. I don't know too much about this topic, but some people have said that admins do have bias to YouTubers. While there is evidence, such as, can't remember who, but someone, after their inventory got wiped, they got their 50 mil Midas back and all the other items. And lots of YouTubers have gotten their profiles deleted, but they've gotten them returned, or their ender chest or inventory have been wiped, but they've got them returned. But if this happened to a normal, non-rank player, then I don't think they'd get their items returned. So that's why I think there should be more moderators or admins on Hypixel Skyblock, just so that everyone could get their lost items back to a glitch. And I think this is mostly true that admins do have biased YouTubers, but it's not to a ridiculous extent. And now the last thing that we're going to be getting into is macros. Now, I know there's hundreds, if not thousands of people today macroing on Hypixel Skyblock to level up skills. I mean, I've seen so many videos of people having, or so many profiles of people having, 500 million netherwart farmed and about 5 skill average. So it's a bit rough how many macros there are and how few are getting banned. Like, Jamero, a famous macroer who lots of people know about, he got to nearly 50 skill average, 49 skill average, before he got banned for macroing. So that just shows how many macros there are and how many people can get away with it. And also, don't macro, you're just gonna get eventually wiped or banned. So I wouldn't take the risk just to get a couple of skill levels. But anyway, that will do it for this video. I really do hope you enjoyed this style of video, because it's the first one that I've done a commentary video. So, I hope you enjoyed. And anyway, I will see you in the next video.